Welcome to Jonas Software. In this video, I will demonstrate how you can enter in an AP invoice. The first step is to go into Accounts Payable, Processing, and set up Edit AP Batches. Select your company name, select your AP subledger, and here you may enter in an AP invoice batch that's pre-existing, or you may add a new batch. Enter in a batch number, and select a date of record. This is the date in which the batch will be posted to the GL and Accounts Payable. Now you must select a supplier. You can add a new supplier or select from a pre-existing one. Enter in the invoice number, invoice date, and select the due date. If you need to change the due date, you can click the drop-down arrow, Other Date, and now you can enter in the desired due date. If you do not have a PO for this invoice, just push Enter to skip. Reference or job, you may enter it in. If not, click Enter to skip. And for the purchase amount, this is the subtotal amount. Enter in any sales tax, discount earned, or GST and HST if applicable. For the terms code, you can select an existing terms code, or you may clear the field and click OK to skip. Now the account distribution screen will appear. If you've chosen a PO to attach to this invoice, the distribution screen will actually pre-fill all the information from that purchase order. If there's no PO attached, as in this example, we'll actually need to go ahead and provide the distribution ourselves. At this point in time, if you know your job number, work order number, equipment number, or GL account number, you can enter it in. If not, click F2, select either GL, job number, or work order. And based on your selection, you will see the appropriate list to choose from. This is a list of my chart of accounts. In the reference field, if you click Enter, it will fill it with the invoice number. And in the description field, you click Enter, it will fill it with the vendor name. Now you will see under Amount, the total has appeared. Once you have distributed the invoice completely, this balance on the screen needs to be 0. In order to do that, we'll click Enter. And you'll notice the balance has now turned to 0. You will not be able to complete the entry of this invoice if the balance is anything other than 0. So this is very important. You can go ahead and click F4 to complete. Click OK. And at this point, you can continue until all of your invoices in this batch have been entered. Once you've completed, click F4. And now you have several options. You can post the batch, add more invoices, erase the batch, review the batch, preview, or save and exit. We highly recommend you preview before posting the batch. Jonas will now ask you, do you want only the entries that you just did? Click No to print an audit for the entire batch. So because we just want to preview the entry just entered, we'll click Yes. Click View. And now you'll see a preview of the invoice batches posted. It will provide you with the date of record, your batch number 60, your supplier name, invoice number, PO number if applicable, invoice date, due date, and you'll see the purchase amount, GST, and total amount to pay. At the end of the report, you'll see summary of entries made to your GL account. Once you have checked for accuracy, you may go ahead and post the AP invoice by clicking Update Approved AP Batches. Select your batch number. You may press F2 to pull up the list of AP invoice batches. And click OK. At this point, it's very important you click File. If you do not click File, your batch will not be posted. Now you have completed entering the AP invoice. Thank you.